Hey Blade Ops, it's finally here. Today we are taking a look at the Tops Fieldcraft folder patterned after the original Tops fixed blade. Super popular and we are stoked to have it in the shop. We'll talk about it, we'll tell you some of the things we like about it and especially what we think it's used for and why you might want it or why you might not. So leather sheath, very well done. Snap closure, belt loop. So like that, double stitching around the outside, solid. That's gonna last for years to come. So comes with a leather belt pouch, and here's the knife. Still the 1095 carbon steel, full size folder. Now, I'll show you a little bit about the knife, and then I'll tell you what I think as far as the uses go. There's a good look at the blade, 1095, nice grind on that. Canvas, micarta, scales with the full steel liners. Those are some very thick liners. The knife feels very, very heavy, very solid in your hand. Maybe not something you're gonna wanna carry around every day in your pocket. If you're out in the woods and you want a folder, I think that's where this knife is gonna come into play. So maybe not an everyday carry, but outdoors, carrying in your pocket or a backup folder. Maybe if you have a smaller folder and a fixed blade and you want something kind of in between, I think this is going to be your option. Reversible pocket clip. This pocket clip is very, very stiff, which I think fits the mold for an outdoor knife. You do not want this knife coming off, and it's very solid, very heavy. I think the site says 7.5 ounces. Now, I'll be honest, it might even feel a little bit heavier than 7.5 ounces. Solid blade. And the other thing is there's not a super quick deployment. Just because of the slot and the groove. I mean, you can get it open one-handed, which is nice if your other hand's busy or holding something down or holding some rope or something. You can get it open with one hand. Now, I have full disclaimer, I did slightly, maybe a tenth of a turn, loosen the pivot a little bit. Then once it breaks in, I might tighten it down a little bit, but it's nice to have the adjustable pivots. Lockup on this thing is really solid. Really nicely done. That's probably the highlights for me. If you're looking for a big, hard use, heavy duty outdoor folder, I think this is gonna fit the bill. And I think that's why Tops made it. If you're looking for kind of a smooth operator, you know, everyday carry in your pocket kind of knife, this is definitely not your option. This is more of a folding fixed blade in my personal opinion. But love to hear what you have to say about the new Tops Fieldcraft folder. Of course, made in the US, right up in Idaho by the guys at Tops. Great knife. Long awaited, stoked to have in the shop. We have these in stock now, so check it out. Comment down below. Let me know what you think you would use this knife for. Blade Ops.